This story is about assumptions. How wrong assumptions can kill even the deepest and the most beautiful relationships. Sometimes it takes the guise of intuition, sometimes expectations, sometimes under the appearance of being right, and sometimes the shape of bad experiences. Assumptions come out of hiding, cleanly slitting the throat of good, healthy relationships and disappear into oblivion only to appear to its next victim. By assuming you are sincerely being insincere to the relationship. For one to be right, it is not mandatory for the other to be wrong. A binary mindset proves to be a conducive operating system for the virus of assumptions to work effectively. The possibility of multiple rights coexisting is the mindset that keeps assumptions at bay. When pain is unbearable, it leads to new assumptions, which in turn leads to a new blame. The new parcel of blame leads to pain on the very side where the game of assumptions originated. False assumptions are the best teachers. During the war in the Mahabharata, Karna once brutally injured Yudhishthir, both physically and mentally. Nakul and Sahadev managed to save their elder brother from certain death at the hands of Karna. Yudhishthir seethed in anger in his tent and expected Arjun to take revenge on his behalf. When Arjun learnt about his elder brother's plight, he immediately ordered Krishna to drive him back to the camp, assuming that his elder brother would need his attention and care at this point of time. As soon as Yudhishthir saw Arjun enter with Krishna, he, expecting that the revenge had been taken and that Arjun had come to give him the good news, began to inquire how Arjun killed Karna. On the other hand, Arjun, who had assumed that he should first prioritize concern for his brother's well-being over his brother's desire for revenge, didn't have a reply. Yudhishthir, disgusted that Arjun did not meet his expectations and assuming that Arjun was fearful of Karna, began criticizing Arjun's cowardliness and blamed him severely, to the extent that he said that their mother should have aborted him while he was in the womb itself. Finally, when Yudhishthir suggested that Arjun should throw his useless Gandiva bow, the situation reversed completely. Arjun then unsheathed his sword and rushed towards Yudhishthir to lop off his head. He assumed that his brother had relinquished all his good qualities. He blamed him for being useless in war himself and blaming others instead. The very sight of Arjun lifting a weapon against him caused Yudhishthir unbearable pain. At the nick of time, Krishna caught Arjun's hands and prevented a mishap. Yudhishthir's unmet expectations caused him to make assumptions about Arjun's actions, which led him to blame Arjun. The blatant blame caused immense pain to Arjun, who in turn made some assumptions and mental blames. Finally, Yudhishthir experienced the very pain he had awarded Arjun. Thus, assumptions are nothing but mental whips on relationships. Krishna sees the crack in relationship between Yudhishthir and Arjun. Arising from false assumptions, he tells them two stories. In the first story, he describes a situation of a hunter named Valaka, who was repenting after unknowingly killing an animal that was blind. As he neared the blind animal with remorse, flowers rained on him from the heavens and the demigods appeared to Valaka, revealing that the blind animal in reality was a ferocious, guise-changing demon that was plotting to destroy the world. Through this story, Krishna conveys that not always what seems to be wrong is wrong in reality. In the second story, He describes a scene where four men who were in great fear hide next to the ashram of sage Kaushika. Following them is a fierce-looking man who inquires about the sage, their whereabouts. The sage, not wanting to lie, innocently points out in the direction in which they are hiding. The man, who turns out to be a dacoit, mercilessly slaughters the four innocent men. Through this story, Krishna conveys to the Pandavas that what seems to be right is not always right. The cruelty of the hunter seemed wrong and the honesty of the sage seemed right. But both, when seen from another perspective, turned out to be exact opposite in results. An assumption, when not clarified with time, begins to hamper relationships. The shorter the time gap between initiating an assumption and decoding the fact, the better is the relationship. Essentially, assumptions are nothing but bad habits of the mind. Even in the deepest of relationships, one should never assume that you intuitively understand the other's intentions clearly. A deaf ear is an indication of a closed mind. A sealed lip is an indication of bad communication. The combination is a sure shot indicator of another relationship brutally murdered by the serial killer named assumptions.